Hey there viewers, welcome to another exciting episode of Generation C. My name is Jana Hein.
And my name is Beatrice Turner. Now this show is aimed at empowering you, the youth, and I guess those young at heart through our three segments, which is The Zone, School Corner and Varsity Chat Room.
Generation C aims at recapping The Zone that has been published in that week and gives you all the best reasons for why The Zone is the best read on a Tuesday. The Zone is published every week in Republikein, Algemeine Zeitung and the Namibian Sun. Please hold on and allow for this break. Hey there viewers, today in studio we are joined by a very special guest. But before we get to the interview, let us look at our weekly publication.
So we will obviously start on page 1, where you will read about a 10-year-old model who walked away with the Child Model of the Year award from the 2021 Katatura fashion show.
And next up we have our Vox Box all the way from the south. The learners of PK de Villiers Secondary School in the south have been asked to share their views on the end of the year. Here you will hear a bit about what they have to say.
Good morning, I am Mrs. Isaacs from PK de Villiers here in the south. How do I feel about the rest of the year? The rest of 2021 can just finish now. This year was not easy. As of last year, we were faced with COVID. This year, another challenge also came up. COVID continued. So for me, I just feel 2021 can finish so that the new 2022 can come with new expectations and with COVID being gone.
And next page 4, where me, myself, and I think definitely Jana will stop at, is our feature page, which is all about exam stress and how to deal with it. So please go check that out as well.
And then on page 6 we have our sports segment about River Heights Football Academy based in Windhoek. Here you will see about the few ideas that they have to pitch.
And then lastly, on page 7, you read about our star teacher of the week, Katrina Fasimike. Now she is a grade 11 English teacher at Augustinium High School, so please go check out her story and her experience as a teacher.
Dear viewers, what an amazing segment. Please stay tuned for our next guest, an interview with Erika Kazombaruru. Hi there viewers, today we are joined by the beautiful Erika Kazombaruru. As mentioned before, Erika is the winner of the Beauty of Africa International pageant. Welcome Erika.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now Erika, would you mind giving our viewers a bit of an insight into your experience in Nigeria?
Hi everyone, like she mentioned before, my name is Erika Kazombaruru and I am the reigning queen for Beauty of Africa International pageant. The pageant was held virtually on the 28th of May and the winners had to go to Nigeria to go be officially crowned, and I was the winner, so I went all the way to Nigeria to go get our crown for Namibia. And the Beauty of Africa International pageant aims to value all women, and that is what the pageant stands for.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, Erika, how would you describe all the preparation that went into the pageant?
Knowing that the pageant was being held virtual, it came as a surprise to not only myself, but the other girls that were taking part as well. So it was a lot of preparation for me, knowing that it was going to be my first time doing a virtual show. So I had no idea what to expect. But then I told myself that, Erika, you have to do it, because you're not only representing yourself, you are representing Namibia. It took teamwork. My national directors, my friends, my family, they all helped me to prepare mentally and physically. And that is what is important in a pageant. When you have teamwork, that is how you manage to have confidence, because people are there by your side. So for me, the virtual pageant was actually very fun, exciting, and it's something I'll do again.
Okay, well, there's actually a lot of things to consider. I see things that I suppose our viewers, and myself included, might not even think about. But among those things, I wish to ask you, could you explain to the viewers a bit of the duties of a pageant winner?
Well, as a pageant queen or a pageant girl, when you enter a competition, you enter with an aim of what you want to represent. As for myself, I am part of a charity organization where we distribute sanitary pads to young girls, and we educate them on health and hygiene. And this is something that goes along with my passion, as I am in the health industry and I am starting to become a nurse. So, you know, being part or the duties in a pageant is you stand for what you believe you want people to know when you are done with your year. You want to leave a story behind that people will remember you for. And those are one of the duties we as pageant queens have at the end of the day, to make sure that you leave something positive behind. People will remember you for your story, for who you are.
Erika, sorry, could you tell us the name of the charity organization you are involved in?
Oh, sorry. The charity that I'm part of is named Keep a Girl in School. It was founded by a very young girl named Martha Festus, and I'm one of the members, and I just help collect sanitary pads and educate these young girls. So on our previous session of handing over sanitary pads, we invited young boys to the handover session so they can be part of it. So we teach them from a very young age that, you know, what we women go through every month is totally normal, and they, you know, learning these young boys from a very young age will give them a better view and aspect on how to see things, you know, in a normal way, and for them to know that it is totally normal. So I was very happy to know that we are engaging with these young boys from a very young age, so they just know, and so that they are part of helping women as well.
Okay. What would you say is the point, the purpose, or the importance of a pageant?
Pageants help you grow mentally, physically, and with your confidence as well. So at times when we young girls join pageant, is because, you know, we want to leave a story behind, and we are also learning every day. So being part of pageants, we are learning every day. Is a learning step, and it's such a beautiful and exciting feeling knowing that you have met so many young girls from around the world, and you have built this sisterhood relationship, and that is something that is so exciting, and it's a good feeling, I should say.
Wow. And what is it that you would say you advocate for as a pageant winner?
Yes, like I've said before, I am part of this charity organization. So I am advocating health and hygiene. When we go to these young girls, we are teaching them the importance of health, the importance of hygiene, and we are also trying to make sure that these young girls are in school. We are trying to teach them that they shouldn't miss school because of this, and if they cannot afford, they can talk to their teachers, they can talk to their friends, they can talk to their family members, and so this is what I am advocating for currently.
Yes, the issue of talking about menstruation, especially among young girls and such, has been sort of not completely a taboo subject, especially in Namibia. Do you think that is changing at the moment?
Currently, there is a lot of charity teams, I should say, that are focusing on this main topic. So I believe that we are trying to make it not a taboo. We are trying to make it a open topic for it to be discussed anywhere, whether it's in school, whether it's at church, whether it's with family members. So it can be a topic which is free and anyone can talk about it without them being ashamed or without them being shy. So this is why we are doing all of these sanitary handover sessions to educate them from a very young age that it is okay, it is not our fault, and it is something we as women have to live with, and so it shouldn't be a topic that one should be afraid to touch on or one should be shy to touch on.
Yes, that is so inspirational. Now, I do have one last question. I do wish to ask, what are the main characteristics that people seek in a pageant winner?
Well, pageants differ, from organization to organization. Some pageant focus on charity, some pageant focus on what you as an individual have to bring, your story, what is it that other people are looking into you, they want someone who is aspirational, someone who can leave something behind. So, and for Beauty of Africa, like I've said before, they are focusing on value all women. So they are working with all different kind of women from around, especially Africa, and they are just trying to value them, who they are, and they are not trying to change them. They are trying to see you and the potential that you have, and so that is what Beauty of Africa is focusing on.
Well, Erika, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you on the show today.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Erika Kazombaruru. And please stay tuned, viewers, as we go to our School Corner segment.
Welcome back to a segment which is School Corner. This segment tells you about the school news from all over the country. I am Tasha Goeieman.
And I'm Hendrik Huisemap. This week we had Yala Duplessis, Academia Secondary School, RTS and MNK from Rehoboth. First in line we have Yala Duplessis, as Napanda shares her thoughts as to whether it is fair for grade 11s to write exams.
Introduce yourself.
Okay, hello guys, my name is Damona Theophilus, grade 9 learner from Ella Duplessis. So
Damona, do you think that the grade 11 should write the exam, or do you... Continue. Okay, do you think that the grade 11 should be transferred to grade 12, or do you think that they should write the exam whether they are ready or not?
Oh, in my objection, I think the grade 11s should write the external exams because it will be an unfair treatment. See, right, the last year grade 11s wrote the exams while they were also dealing with the COVID pandemic, and this year they are also dealing with the same pandemic. So I think it's fair for them to write the exams because the others also wrote, and also lack of knowledge, right? So they don't have enough knowledge to write, to be transferred to the AS level, because in the previous grade they were condemned or they were transferred already to the next grade. So it's best for them to write so they test their knowledge and their mind on if they are ready or not for the next grade.
Okay, thank you.
What an amazing video from Ella Duplessis. Now we're going to our second school, Academia, also known as Damien Times. At the front page we have vaccination within the nation. We got an editor's note from Indeleni Hamwele, and the LRCs also arranged a football tournament in their own capacity.
Amazing content right there. Now we take a look at what Hatia says for you guys. Learners shares her experience with COVID-19 as well as her feelings on losing family members to COVID-19 and rugby practice that started with the new team.
Good afternoon. I'm here with Apuningo Shinyala to tell us about a corona experience. How did you feel?
I was depressed for like 2 weeks because most of my family members died because of COVID.
How did you feel emotionally and physically? How did it affect you emotionally?
Emotionally, as I said, I was depressed. I was afraid to die. I had suicidal thoughts.
Physically?
Physically, my body was very weak because I never used to eat. I never used to come out of my bed. I used to sleep.
How did this affect your education?
My marks dropped very fast. And I missed out on a lot of homework. And I didn't understand what they were saying.
Thank you.
Last but not least, we have Erika Riri. On the front page, we have disabled but able, which means that they have learners at their school but are disabled. The head girl speaks also about the effect of online learning.
My name is Erika Riri and I'm 17 years old, currently the head girl of Erika Riri High School in Reelberg. Having face-to-face classes is such a great benefit as it gives learners and teachers the opportunity to interact on a more intimate level and it creates more learning capacity. However, the ongoing pandemic has made the learning process quite difficult. And on top of that, UNAM increasing its entry points from 25 to 27 acts as a great disadvantage to us as learners. I believe not everyone has had access to electronic devices to assist with online learning, which makes learners lose out on a lot of work. Considering the times we're in, raising the passing grade to 27 seems unreasonable, but I'm gonna try and be optimistic about this and use this to push myself and work hard. Yeah.
What an amazing school gonna write, don't you think, Tasha?
Yes, it does.
Now let's head over to varsity chat room. From me, Hendriko Isema.
From me, Tasha Goeieman.
What an amazing School Corner segment we have, dear viewers. And stay tuned as we head over to Varsity Chat Room and we have a bit of a discussion with Dr. Chiutsi, a senior lecturer at NUST. Welcome back, viewers, and as mentioned before, today we have Dr. Simon Chiutsi, a senior lecturer at NUST in the Hospitality and Tourism Department. Dr. Chiutsi, welcome here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here on the show.
Okay, thank you very much. And Dr. Chiutsi, could you tell us a bit about your job title and what your job in the hospitality and tourism industry, in a way, entails?
Okay, thank you very much. I am a senior lecturer at Namibia University of Science and Technology. I'm lecturing in the Department of Hospitality and Tourism. Part of my job is to do training, lecturing, and researching on tourism and hospitality issues. Yes, okay. So it's really skills development for the tourism and hospitality industry.
How interesting. And how long have you been in this position?
I've been a trainer for the past 15 years in the hospitality and tourism arena, working with universities, and now I'm in the Department of Hospitality and Tourism at Namibia University of Science and Technology, and this is my 4th year training at NUST.
And have you always wanted to be in the hospitality and tourism industry?
Yes, it's a very exciting field.
Okay.
It's a very exciting field. You get to meet people, you get to experience different cultures, you get to host international figures, presidents, you meet a lot of people. It's an area which gives you a lot of exposure in terms of countries, in terms of nations, in terms of people. So many unlimited opportunities in the field of tourism and hospitality.
Wow. Now that you mention opportunities, I do have to ask, how do you think the pandemic actually affected the market?
As you know, the tourism industry is about traveling. It's about meeting people. It's a hyper mobility industry. You have to travel. So with the pandemic, there were those restrictions in terms of traveling, restrictions in terms of socializing, and this really affected the industry in a big way. But the good thing about the industry is that it is a very resilient industry. It's not something that we can say, then that's the end of it. The history of tourism over the years, the history of hospitality over the years, has shown its tremendous capacity to rebound. So already with the coming in of vaccines, many people are really interested in traveling again, socializing, meeting friends and relatives, experiencing new cultures, crossing the borders. So it's an area which will never die. Tourism is here to stay.
That is a very hopeful thing to hear. And now that we are talking about students and so forth, I want to ask, what are the requirements for students who do wish to study at NUST for hospitality and tourism?
Thank you very much for that question. NUST is an accessible university, is a university of the people, and we've got a portfolio of programs. We've got undergraduate degree programs where one needs to have 25 points from 5 subjects. They enroll into our culinary arts program, they enroll into our hospitality management program, then they enroll into our Bachelor of Tourism and Innovation program. It's quite accessible. We also have got our honors program, the Bachelor of Science Honors in Hospitality and Tourism, which simply requires a first degree program, then you enroll into that. We also offer a range of short courses, and all you need to have is grade 10, then you are good to go for our short courses programs. You are good to go for the confectionaries, you do even the meat production, a lot of other really skills in terms of for those who are in grade 10.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing that information. Now, as a veteran in the industry yourself, what would you say are one of the, or some of the most important qualities needed to excel in this industry?
In this industry, we help you to develop some of the skills at NUST. In our department, we help you to develop some of the skills. You know, you have to be somebody who is really a problem solver, who is a critical thinker. Apart from the technical skills of food production, menu planning, tour guiding, we also want you to be able to really have great interpersonal skills, collaboration, being able to work with minimum supervision. And as you know, tourism is an international industry. It's an international industry, and one must be able to really be able to relate globally. And those are some of the skills we talk of. Global networking, we also develop in the students in that area, and also being able to provide service. Tourism is about service. We also develop and train in service. Somebody has to be service-oriented. Service culture is very, very important.
Well,
yeah.
Dr. Chiutsi, thank you for sharing all of this valuable information with us today. We appreciate it very much. Now, viewers, thank you very much for watching today. This is all we have for you today. See you next time.